and he took the smoke bombs out of his pockets and lit them on the side, inside of the church, during mid-worship song, and then chucked them right at my head.
Est-ce que vous savez qui est Sean Feucht?
MAGA's not gonna win. MAGA is not welcome here. No hate, no fear.
You mentioned hate. Can I know which kind of hate you're mentioning?
No fear.
Je veux dire de quitter ton camp parce que tu le mérites. Des câlisses.
Pourquoi je le mérite?
Des câlisses, t'as pas d'affaires ici.
Hey, vous n'avez pas le droit de toucher à ça, là. Vous n'avez pas le droit, là.
But it's because you don't have the permit to have the concert tonight.
I don't think you need a permit to worship in a church. Last time I checked, you don't need a permit to worship.
Alexa Lavoie for Rebel News, reporting from the Spanish Evangelical Church in Montreal, where the city is attempting to shut down tonight's performance by Christian American rock artist Sean Feucht. As many of you have seen, at least 6 of his events have been cancelled across Canada. Why? Because woke politicians, city officials, and activist groups have joined forces to silence a Christian artist, all because he is pro-life, pro-family, and refuses to bend the knee to political correctness. His so-called crime being a Christian promoting traditional values and expressing support for Donald Trump. Yet, when it comes to pro-terrorist organizations, hate-filled rhetoric, or Islamist public demonstrations held in front of Christian places of worship, Montreal's radical mayor turns a blind eye. No police warnings, no cancelled permits, no outrage.
اللهم عليك بالصهاينة المعتدين.
آمين.
اللهم عليك بأعداء أهل غزة.
آمين.
اللهم احصهم عددا.
آمين.
واقتلهم بددا.
آمين.
لا تذر منهم أحدا.
Canada has become so deeply captured by woke ideology that the Irish rap group Kneecap, who proudly chant "Up Hamas, Up Hezbollah," and "The only Tory is a dead Tory," is welcome to perform across the country. One of their members has even been charged with terrorism by the UK Met Police, and the group is banned from Hungary for 3 years. Yet, here in Canada, they are selling out venues.
Tories. The only good Tory is a dead Tory. Benjamin Netanyahu is a fucking religious extremist. The Israeli government are war criminals. Fuck Israel. Free Palestine.
But because they are not Christian, not pro-life, and certainly not conservative, they get a free pass. Tonight, we are on the ground to document what happened. The city of Montreal has warned the church that the concert is not authorized and that fines and infraction notice will be issued if the event go ahead. We are also here to speak with attendees and stand up for religious freedom. Rebel News has teamed up with Sean Feucht to launch a petition demanding that Christians in Canada be treated with the same rights and respect as everyone else. We are not second-class citizens, and we will not remain silent while our basic freedoms are under attack. Sign the petition now at letusworship.ca. Now, let's check what happened.
Quiconque veut interrompre une célébration religieuse est passible de 2 ans de prison.
On vient faire quoi aujourd'hui ici?
On travaille.
On vient donner des infractions. Currently, we are outside of the Spanish church And behind me, you can see there is a lot of police. And I think the main person in charge just arrived also with some paper. So I don't know if they will deliver any infraction, but we will follow this closely.
Actually, the police have been really awesome. They've been really amazing. They came in and just, told us that, they're going to be here to help us with any threats. And, they told us what to look for. They said that the people here, the Antifa and other groups have been very hostile to Christians. So they know that threat and they're willing to stand up for us.
So we know that the city say that you don't have an authorization to perform tonight. Did they say anything about that? Did they say that they will maybe prevent you to play tonight?
No, I mean, this is not a performance. This is a church service.
Yeah.
So we're here to worship God, and we're here to welcome anybody that wants to worship God can come and join us. And as far as I know, it's a free country, but maybe we'll see tonight.
Mon mentor me dit, il y a ça ici, puis il y a peut-être des gens qui vont être contre, ils viennent t'inciter au cas que ça se tape dessus. Parce que quand tu as deux groupes avec des opinions différentes, ben...
So just the other side of the street, we have counter-protesters who are here to counter the event of Sean Feucht. So why we are not going to the other side and ask them what they are protesting? Let's go. Vous êtes ici pour manifester?
J'ai pas rien à vous dire.
Mais on peut tout savoir?
Non, impossible.
Est-ce qu'on est capable de savoir qu'est-ce que... Mais vous avez quelque chose que vous venez manifester?
Non, pas à vous autres.
Non, pas à vous. Non, absolument pas.
Donc, vous voulez pas faire valoir votre point?
On considère pas comme un vrai média. Non, absolument rien à dire.
C'est toi qui viens avec ton micro nous harceler, des câlisses, c'est tout. Merci, bye-bye.
Vous ne reconnaissez pas comme média.
Vous ne me reconnaissez pas en tant que média, c'est ça que vous avez dit? OK. C'est beau. Est-ce que je peux savoir qu'est-ce que vous venez manifester? Vous savez pas? Vous savez pas? Est-ce que vous savez qui est Sean Feucht?
MAGA's not gonna win. No hate, no fear. MAGA is not welcome here. No hate, no fear.
You mentioned hate.
MAGA
Can I know
is
which
not
kind of hate
welcome
you're
here. No
mentioning?
hate, no fear.
Is it because it's Christian?
MAGA is not welcome here.
The thing is, they don't know what they are protesting. They don't know what they are talking about because they can't really interact. And they say that, oh, we are not a legitimate media and they will not interact with us. One of his wood stick just broke and one piece just fall into the ground. Hopefully, I'm actually lucky that this piece of wood didn't hurt me. But this is actually a kind of assault. It's a noise assault. But you can see a really few people came here today to protest the event, and they refuse to speak their mind because they have nothing else to say.
I'm fine to be labeled as a threat to the enemy. I mean, I think that's part of following Jesus. Is that's kind of the cross you have to bear. But I think that people that do come tonight are going to be really blessed. It's just every single night we've just seen God do really amazing things. And these kind of opportunities remind us how important it is to hold on to our religious freedom and our right to worship. This is a really big deal for the country. So a lot of people are watching, not just across Canada, but across the world. The State Department in America is watching as well. So they're looking to see what happens, which is also good because there's a lot of conversations between the nations, and I don't know that it would be favorable for Canada to shut down a church building. Well, I've been coming to Canada for 20 years. I've been leading worship across Canada, and this is not the same Canada from 20 years ago. It really isn't. And I love Canada. I grew up in Montana, so I grew up right across the border. I grew up driving across the border into Alberta, and I was loved Canada. And have really spent a lot of time worshiping and praying and investing here in this country. That's why we're here now.
How about a nice cup of get the f*** off? crisser votre camp?
Tu peux pas me dire de crisser mon camp sur
Oui, je
une
peux te
place
dire de
publique.
crisser ton camp. Je peux te dire de crisser ton camp parce que tu le mérites. Décaliste.
Pourquoi je le mérite?
Décaliste, t'as pas d'affaires ici.
Hey, vous n'avez pas le droit de toucher à ça, là. Vous n'avez pas le droit, là. Ça, je suis désolée, là, mais ça, c'est une agression. Oui.
Ah ouais, vous êtes bon en Christ là, pour vous plaindre.
Vous n'avez pas le droit de toucher mon micro, c'est mon outil de travail. Pourquoi vous ne l'arrêtez pas? Il n'y a pas le droit de toucher mes appareils, là. En Ontario, il l'aurait arrêté déjà, lui. En Ontario, il l'aurait arrêté direct.
En vous approchant,
Non, il n'y a pas le droit de toucher mon micro.
sauf que là, vous vous approchez, vous n'êtes pas la bienvenue.
Il s'est approché de moi, monsieur. Si vous l'avez bien vu, il est venu vers moi, il m'a menacé et il a pris mon micro.
La meilleure chose, je pense, dans votre situation, c'est peut-être juste d'aller de l'autre côté.
Je sais, mais j'ai le droit de marcher, je suis quand même une citoyenne.
Je comprends, mais vous sachez que vous n'êtes pas nécessairement la bienvenue. Puis...
Oui, mais je ne vais pas commencer à traverser quand c'est pas la lumière pour être après ça une infraction de jaywalking. Et c'est clairement lui qui... Mais lui, non, il est arrivé tout d'un coup, il était pas là tout à l'heure.
T'es une victime.
Pas une victime, monsieur.
Ouais, ben va t'amuser, va t'amuser.
Vous n'avez pas à être agressif comme ça, monsieur.
Take down up your key, sir.
C'est quoi votre
Get
nom,
the
monsieur?
fuck.
C'est quoi votre nom?
C'est quoi mon nom? Mon nom, aussi, c'est Émile Henry, puis je t'emmerde.
What do you think they are canceling your event? It's been like 6 events, more than that now.
Yeah, well, you know, let's just say that there'll be some legal stuff coming soon. So I can't talk a lot about it, but these guys can all do the research. You know, we have the permits, we filled out the paperwork. You know, we brought this bus in, our truck in, we paid the, you know, all of the tariffs and the duties and the fees, and we're here legally and we're here to worship God. I've been doing this for 20 years, so this is not new, but this resistance is definitely new. So, yeah.
Will you do the show tonight, sir?
Oh, of course, we're not stopping.
Sure.
We don't back down for anything. But I do want to say this: the police have been amazing. These guys are so kind and so hospitable, and they've just been amazing to us all day long. So we're really grateful. I mean, we're grateful that, you know, that they would show up, that they would warn us about how the anti-Christian bigotry is strong in this city. You know, I haven't done a lot of stuff in Montreal, but that's what they were warning me, that the attacks against Christians is a real thing. And I appreciate that, you know. I think that that's a really good thing to have police officers that are standing up for the freedom to worship. So I commend them tonight.
But it's because you don't have the permit to have the concert tonight.
I don't think you need a permit to worship in a church. Last time I checked, you don't need a permit to worship.
Religious freedom, Radio Canada. It's religious freedom, you know that?
Yeah.
Religious freedom, you don't need a permit to worship Radio Canada.
Well, you have to research your laws on that.
My
But you
God,
know,
it's incredible.
worshiping
Research
in a church, I don't believe you need a permit for
176
that.
of the criminal code.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Research that.
Good luck. You don't want to say why you're protesting?
No, I don't want to. I think it's clear.
I don't know. It's Antifa.
You don't know Antifa?
But Antifa actually usually are fascists, are doing fascism. So
That's why there's anti before.
no, but
Right.
they don't let people having freedom of expression. So like you see, this is a tactic used to block and censor. Are you a censorious? You know that you can't be on the private property. You are at this moment you are on the church property. So it's very funny that the police is not removing a counter protester from the church. So you don't have anything to say of what you are protesting. What is the crime here? Is it because he's American? Is it because he's pro-life? And by the way, look, the police is not stopping them. They are not in their side of the street anymore. They are all like crossing, and police is not doing anything. Imagine 1 second if it was the opposite, how the other person will be treated. But it seems like they don't consider the threats because you never know what will happen. Like, I thought police were there to make sure that this event was safe and that nobody will do anything radical. And as you can see, now the protesters just went the other side of the street and nobody is doing anything. So now the police is like standing in front of the door. Instead of asking them to go to the other side of the street, as they should do, now the police have to stand on the property of the church in front of the door to make sure that none of them are entering the church.
Ce que je vous dis, c'est que là, ce que j'ai comme information, c'est que l'espace qu'on va avoir ici, ça va être notre espace à nous, que ce soit vous, que ce soit Radio-Canada, TVA, peu importe, on les tolérera pas de la même façon ici. C'est la même chose pour tout le monde.
Oui, c'est ça que je vous explique. Je veux juste savoir si vous allez me donner de la protection policière si je vais en bas.
Allez voir le commandant qui est en bas.
Pouvez-vous me donner l'information avant que je descende pour ne pas me faire attaquer?
Vous ne vous ferez pas attaquer avec nous à côté.
Bien, ça m'est déjà arrivé, puis vous étiez à côté, puis vous n'avez rien fait.
Ça se peut qu'il y ait des polices qui n'aient rien fait, mais je vous dis, là, ça n'arrivera pas.
OK, parfait. During Sean Feucht worship performance, someone in the crowd lit a smoke bomb and threw it at him. And someone quickly took it, ran outside to expose it because the smell was really intense and it was really difficult to breathe for some people here who were attending the performance.
Cette manifestation-là me surprend pas, mais sauf qu'elle dévoile les vraies intentions des maires, des gouvernements provinciaux et fédéraux d'une façon précise. Mais on ne se restera pas intimidé.
Il y a d'autres menaces au Canada, là, puis les gens n'en parlent pas. Puis lui, il n'est pas une menace, parce que moi, j'ai entendu ses chansons, je trouve que ça a de l'allure.
I think there's somebody in the office here that doesn't like Christ. So, and that's probably one of the reasons why he's trying to cancel it. You know, God and Jesus Christ, that's the best thing that could ever happen to a person. An event like this is no kind of threat to anybody. It's more of a help. It's the best thing that could ever happen to a person.
Puis moi, je suis avec Firewall. On voulait faire un rassemblement. On a commencé un rassemblement au Centre des congrès à Québec. Et 30 jours avant l'événement, ils ont annulé. Ils ont exigé que le Centre des congrès annule notre contrat.
So currently, the protesters are shaming people who are attending the event or who are exiting the event. They are shaming them, they are name-calling them. It's actually now getting out of hand.
Actuellement, là, il y a plus d'Antifa à l'extérieur que de personnes qui sont venues à l'intérieur. Il y en a beaucoup qui ont eu peur aujourd'hui, je pense, qui sont pas venus. Il y en a beaucoup qui pensaient qu'il était annulé. Moi, j'ai pris une chance, je suis venu. Là, on est rendu une dualité entre le bien et le mal. Là, c'est rendu que un chanteur chrétien qui fait la promotion de belles valeurs, des valeurs familiales. Il y avait 2 bombes fumigènes tantôt pendant le spectacle. Au début, on pensait que ça faisait partie. On pensait tous que ça faisait partie du spectacle. Il y avait de la couleur, tout ça. Jusqu'à temps que ils demandent à quelqu'un de sortir les 2 bombes fumigènes, puis ils ont couru à l'extérieur avec. Puis après ça, ça l'a vraiment empesté la salle, ça l'a incommodé. Il a fallu qu'ils sortent des ventilateurs, puis on le sent encore, là, puis ça fait une vingtaine de minutes de ça.
Vous allez pouvoir sortir en paix, les policiers vont vous protéger jusqu'à le métro. Merci beaucoup pour être venu.
I didn't get scared because I knew
that we were supposed to be here. It was very evident that when the government is telling us we can't worship, then I'm definitely going to come. I didn't even know necessarily who I was coming to see. But I'm like, oh, I am definitely coming if you tell me I can't come.
Well, I felt like something was going to happen. So I think in these situations, you always sing with your eyes open. You know, there's a story in the Bible about Saul throwing a spear at David, and he missed it. And so I always think about when I come into hostile environments, hey, I should keep my eyes open. So I saw a guy who was clearly not a church person run down the aisle, a big fat guy in white, with really angry, and he took the smoke bombs out of his pockets and lit them on the side inside of the church during mid-worship song, and then chucked them right at my head. And I dodged him, thankfully, and picked him up. And you know what? I'm so proud of the church here. They didn't stop for a minute. They kept worshiping. Somebody ran out with them, and of course, the police just watched. But yeah, it was not something you normally see in church. Hopefully, this is not the norm in Canada in 2025. I don't know if he just slipped through. I don't know what happened, but I'm just thankful no one was hurt. And some people had to leave because the smoke was really bad. But for a lot of us, we just kept going. And I think that goes to show that we're not going to be threatened. We're not going to be cornered. We're not going to be afraid. This is a different type of church that's happening right now.
C'est quelque chose qui ne devrait pas arriver. On a le droit comme tout le monde. On ne fait pas mal à personne. On a le droit de prier l'Éternel. Donc c'est ça qu'on demande. On demande pas plus, pas moins. Juste laisse-nous la chance de prier l'Éternel.
Et je crois que c'est juste un réveil aussi pour les politiciens puis les personnes en autorité de nous laisser aussi nous exprimer, de laisser qu'on vive notre foi, qu'on ancre notre identité en Christ et qu'on puisse s'exprimer comme n'importe qui d'autre. Je vois beaucoup de manifestants, je vois beaucoup de personnes, même sur la marche pour Jésus, il y avait des manifestants qui sont venus carrément tout nus manifester, puis je trouve que ça, c'est un manque de respect. Puis de la même façon qu'ils essayent d'empêcher que les mouvements chrétiens qui se lèvent.
Yeah, I think it was good. It was really awesome. I think anytime you gather under these circumstances, everybody that's here really wants to be here. They're passing lines of protesters, yelling at them, beating things in front of them, threatening them, cussing them out. They're passing through a line of security. And I mean, it's sad that in Canada, you have to walk through a line of angry protesters and a line of security to go to church. Like somebody out there, hopefully the light bulb will go off. This is happening now when people just want to go to church in Canada. And I think it's ridiculous. And I think that people are going to start to come awake, and that's why we're here.
We started a petition. And I need everybody to go on tonight and to sign it. This pledge is going to your Prime Minister. This pledge is going to your government officials. Today, before sound check, I was on a Zoom call with a lot of lawyers across Canada. A lot of them. And all of them are very excited because they know that these lawsuits can set a precedent in Canada that never again can the government, for no reason, shut down the freedom of Christians to worship their God.
It doesn't matter if you are a Christian, but if you believe that Christian should be treated the same way than everybody else, please go and sign our petition at letusworship.ca. This is an attack on Christianity, and we need people to sign the petition to make your voice heard.